everyone. It's Enjoy English School. I'm Chris Gorski.
I'm Minnie.
Today is March 7th. We have day one of a really interesting article here today. It's called, It's Okay Not to Be Okay.
那我们今天3月7号有一个很有趣的主题，在这个健康百科底下，休息是为了走更长远的路。
This is so interesting to me because I am not a person that likes to say, I don't want to do it, or no, I can't do it. I'm a person that sees a goal and I'm like a lion. I have to get on the goal and I won't do it if I can't do it great. This is just my personality. But I also understand, respect, and like this idea a lot.
老师说他的个性是那种很倔强，如果做不好我就绝对不做，如果要做的话我就要做到最好的个性。但是我们这个主题告诉你，休息为了走更长远的路，你不一定要什么事情都做到完美哦，要给自己一些时间。
Absolutely. I agree with this so much. And we're going to look at how you can use it in your life and how some other people have decided to say no to pushing themselves too hard. Let's get ready for our article.
It's okay not to be okay. Parents always want their children to do well in school and in life, but their expectations can sometimes put their kids under great pressure. Attending school, going to after-school classes, and doing homework can make the hardest working students not only stressed, but also extremely tired by the end of the day. It's important that parents and kids know that it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to feel that you are dealing with too much and need to take a break. Every now and then, you are probably told not to give up when things get difficult. But at what point can we feel that it's okay to give up? Sometimes giving up can be a thoughtful and brave decision. As the saying goes, to rest is to prepare for the longer journey ahead. Relaxing is also essential, so find the things you love to do and do them more. If you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders and it's holding you down, find a way to take a break. Remember that you can always give up when you hit your limit and start over when you feel ready again.
All right, friends, we are beginning here in paragraph 1. Make sure you got your pencils, you got your red pen and your highlighter. It's always a really good idea to write these things down. It helps you remember them, and honestly, it helps you stay engaged with what you're doing. So let's jump right into our first sentence. Parents always want their children to do well in school and in life, but their expectations can sometimes put their kids under great pressure.
父母呢，总是希望自己的小孩能够在学校啊，还有在人生中表现得非常好。不过他们的期望有时候会让他们的孩子感觉有极大的压力。
So when right away we have this interesting phrase in school. A lot of you might be thinking, teacher, don't we say like I'm at school? That's right. That's because in school and at school are a little different. And if you've watched Enjoy English, you know I tell you I think prepositions are the hardest part of English.
介系词真的蛮难的。
真的很难 because you change these two letters, 完全新的意思. So when we're at school, that means 我现在在这个地方. But when we're in school, that means I am a student. So, for example, when I was 30 years old, I was still in school. Now, I can go to my school and be at school. But people might say, Chris, what is your job? What is your occupation? 有什么职业? And I tell them, I'm a student. I'm in school. 我在那个时候是研究所, right? What is that called in English?
博士班吗？
不是。
研究所。
研究所。
Master's
degree. Research. Graduate school.
Graduate school.
My English is not good.
所以我们这边 at 跟 in 用的方法不一样。at 我们强调是在学校这个地点，但 in school 我们表达是一个身份的感觉。我还在学校就读，我是一个学生，我们会用 in school.
Yeah, don't forget that pressure is an uncountable noun, and just like that famous Queen song, under pressure just means you have a lot of pressure.
Famous Queen song.
Dude, Queen, 去年的那个电影 Queen 超有名. I know you heard it.
OK， 好，所以这边注意一下 ，pressure 它是不可数名词，即使你压力巨大，你有很多压力，还是 pressure， 不是 s o。
Under pressure. right, let's go. Attending school, going to after-school classes, and doing homework can make the hardest working students not only stressed, but also extremely tired by the end of the day.
Not only but also 句型特别注意，上学、课后补习和做作业，不仅使最用功的学生感到压力，也让他们一天结束后非常疲倦。
I want to give you a prize. I have this for later. For knowing exactly what I want to say. You know exactly what I want to say. If you see not only, but also, you better take your highlighter and draw it like 100 times. If you're listening to us on the radio, we have an Oscar. I want to put some clothes on him, though, because he's not wearing a clothes. So there you go. That's for you, Minnie.
Thank you. Not only but also, 如果你跟我一样，直接有这样的感觉，这一座奖杯送你的。
All right. So after school classes in Taiwan, we call them cram school. Honestly, kids in Taiwan have it really tough. You guys go to after-school classes all the time. In America, you almost never go to after-school classes, but you might have some after-school activities. So, 活动. Another note is doing homework. You can circle that. Note we say do homework. 做功课. We don't say write homework like we do in Chinese. 你写功课. If you have some homework, but 你要写东西, we'll say do our writing homework, or we have to do writing. So pay attention to that note. Let's continue here. It's important that parents and kids know that it's okay not to be okay.
很重要的是，家长和小孩必须要知道，觉得自己无法承受，觉得自己压力太大，这个感觉是可以的哦。
Okay, so we got the word kids. Kids is a great word. It's very colloquial, 比较口语. If you watch TV, like in America or Canada, if you go on vacation, you'll see they say, hey, kids, blah, blah, blah. Little kids like to call themselves kids. But you probably know that other word, child and children. You need to write this down. And every time you see kids or child, you need to write the opposite, 那个另外一个同义词, because these four words are pretty useful. And children, don't forget, is an irregular countable noun, meaning 它后面不可以加一个 s. You have to say child, children.
所以 child 这个字的它是不规则变化变成复数，所以 children, children.
Yeah, all the basic irregular pronouns are really important basic words. They're actually not English. They're actually from the 那个北欧洲. And when the Vikings, 那个北欧海盗来英国, they were like, speak my language. And the English were like, no. So then the北欧海盗, they killed him. And said, you speak my language. And everyone said, okay. And those very basic important words are why we speak them today.
Oh, that's right. 所以北欧的那些维京人他们逼大家讲他们的语言，不然呢我就以暴力相向，所以他们的语言才被融到英文里面去。
Yeah, child, children, man, man, woman, women, all the 那个结尾 end of those words in English, those are all like Norse words from the Vikings.
所以不规则变化，我们要谢谢维京人给我们带来这么多的不便。
而且你要很辛苦背好。Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
All right, let's continue here. It's okay to feel that you are dealing with too much and need to take a break.
所以呢，当你觉得自己已经负荷太多、承受太多，需要休息一下的时候，这是可以的哦。不要觉得休息就是偷懒，休息很重要。
Now, pick up your pencil and let's underline this phrase, dealing with too much. So when we deal with something, that means we're doing, but it's not easy. We're dealing with a problem is a common collocation, a common way we say this. So maybe someone is complaining, 他们很抱怨, and they're not happy, and you're like, this is not important. You could tell the person, deal with it. That's right. That kind of means I don't care about your problem. You don't feel it's easy, but I also don't think it's that big of a deal. It's your problem, not mine.
所以这个口语的句子很重要，也很实用。当你觉得别人跟你在那边诉苦，然后无病呻吟，你就跟他讲你自己解决吧 ，deal with it。所以它是用 deal 这个原形动词当开头，有点像祈使句，你自己处理。
Now, we have deal with too much, but we don't have too much what? Pressure, or the word I was thinking was trouble, because we were just thinking problems, right? But problems need a 可数名词 trouble, also means wenti, but trouble usually is uncountable. We can make trouble countable, but that's like blues music. It's almost like 你要唱歌, you'll say trouble. So trouble is usually your uncountable problem here. Now, I don't know about you, Minnie, but personally, I will hold emotions inside of me. I try to, especially when I'm at work. Here, I'm in my classroom. If I'm having a bad day at home or a bad day somewhere else, I try to put that smile on. My problems are not your problems. My wife knows I will talk to her and tell her a lot of things. But honestly, most people, I'm smiling and I want you to feel good. I don't know if you do the same.
Chris 老师说他是属于比较会把欢乐带给大家，然后自己的问题他就觉得没有必要拿他自己的问题来烦恼别人的那种人。我呢，我是女孩子嘛， so I cry a lot. But I won't cry here, don't worry. 3秒钟 Minnie 落泪。没有啦，没有这么厉害。
Minnie 有时候听到我要讲的话题，就是 she puts her head down. She starts crying. She's a good actress, right?
没有啦，其实我在翻白眼。Rolling my eyes.
Okay, well, tell us what you have some difficulty with. Are you okay not being okay? And if so, tell us in those comments. But before then, we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we got paragraph 2. Hey everyone, welcome back to Enjoy English School. We're looking at paragraph 2 here of our day 1 article, It's Okay Not to Be Okay. We are on pages 18 and 19. Let's jump right in. Every now and then, you are probably told not to give up when things get difficult.
Every now and then 是一个很重要的开头，它其实就是有时候也是 sometimes 的意思。所以有时候呢，有人或许会叫你不要在事情变得困难的时候放弃。
That's exactly what I wrote on my paper. I underlined every now and then, and I wrote the word sometimes. But this every now and then, like, 它就是 sometimes 的意思, but to me, it feels like it's also like a bigger time
比较
in
长时
between.
间的。
Yeah, 感觉到, but without like rarely or seldom 很少的意思. Yeah, this is a pretty useful phrase. Here we go. When we give up, that's a regular verb. It just means to quit. I will say give up sounds nicer than quit. We really don't like to say the word quitter in English. If you want to make someone mad, you call them a quitter.
Oh.
Q-U-I-T-T-E-R.
Quit 其实就是戒除嘛，例如像 quit smoking， 对不对？戒除一个很不好的习惯，所以我们用戒除，感觉不会再去碰它，很强烈的字。所以如果你想要挑起一个战争，你叫别人 quitter，
yeah，
别人就会很生气。
Quitter, quitter, quitter. That would be something you hear at school. And you'd be like, shut up, I'm not a quitter.
好中二哦，天哪。
It's just one of those words, and it makes you mad in English. And I think it kind of shows what we're talking about here. That it's okay to say, I don't want to do this anymore. Let's take a look at our next sentence here. But at what point can we feel that it's okay to give up?
哇，好重要的问题。他说，但是你要到什么样的程度，我们才可以觉得说自己是可以放弃，可以饶过自己了呢？
All right, pick up your pencils again, and let's underline the phrase, at what point can we 怎么样? At what point is just another way of saying
when.
That's right, W-H-E-N. Write that down. At what point? But we should note that at what point feels a little bit more like 比较 written article style. 我们会写出来. We don't normally say this unless we want to speak very formally.
所以 at what point 它其实就是 when， 但它是比较正式的用法。所以如果你口语上讲也可以，但是可能是比较正式的场合，例如像演讲比赛等等的。
Yeah, it also feels a little strong too. So if we're talking about we want to go to the movies this weekend, we won't say, at what point will we go to the movies? It's way too strong. So 99% of the time you will say when, but this is one of those words you like write in a notebook for like formal writing, and then you can open it and practice those
如果你
phrases.
跟你男朋友交往了10年，你就可以说 At what point are you going to propose?
Yeah.
可以吧？
Yeah, that's what I told my wife. I said, at what point will you propose? She's like, no, you do that. And there we go.
Really?
No. Not
这
really.
时候又要低头 roll my eye.
Okay, let's continue here. Oh no, actually, before we go, I want to make a note here. So we have okay, and I should mention to you, there's
Okay,
a few
AY.
ways. That's right. There's a few ways to say this. We could say big O, big K, has a capital, right? Or we can say big O, little k, or we could say
OKAY.
OKAY. There's lots of ways to say
OKIE.
it.
Okay.
Okies. Yeah, I typed that to my wife. I'm like, Okies.
That's cute.
Yeah, I know.
I type that to my students' kids.
Do you type it to your husband?
No.
You don't do like ka'aihua with your husband? Really? I'm like, my wife will say, can you buy me something? She'll text me. I'll say, Okies.
Oh my God.
It says happy.
Okay.
I add an S, but you don't have to. Okies, okie. Oh, here's another good one. Okie dokie.
Oh yeah, okie dokie.
Okie dokie. That's German. And a lot of Taiwanese don't know it, but you can also say, okay, big O, big K, big O, little K, OKAY, okies, okie dokie. We like this word. Let's continue here. Sometimes giving up can be a thoughtful and brave decision.
所以呢，有时候呢，放弃呢是一种很勇敢，而且是很谨慎思考后的决定。
So why do we use giving up here? Well, because this is the subject of our sentence. 这是我们的主词， so 我们注意加 ing because we're talking about this action. 不是 Chris gives up or Minnie gives up, 就是放弃这个活动. That's right. So this is our subject. We need to make it our VING gerund. Now, thoughtful is a nice word, meaning you think carefully before you do something. Some people are thoughtless. 我们除full加 L-E-S-S. That person is a little careless. They don't think about your feelings. Sometimes I'm very thoughtless. I try not to be, but I am. And it's something I know, and so I try to fix it.
所以 thoughtful、thoughtless 可以一起把它记得。那我们也可以说一个人很 thoughtful。哦，你很 thoughtful，你很细心、很贴心，也可以这样用哦。
Let's continue here. As the saying goes, to rest is to prepare for the longer journey ahead.
这个我们中文也很常讲 as the saying goes 其实就是我们说的俗话说俗语说，这个也可以特别记起来，口语上书写上都非常好用。休息呢是为了走更长远的路。
Now we really have a lot of formal language here. Number one, highlight the as the saying goes. If you want to introduce an idiom or proverb, just a Chenyu English, we like to say as the saying goes. This is a really useful phrase if your idioms are good. Then we say to rest is to prepare for the longer journey ahead. This is pretty formal, 蛮正式的. Most everyday English speakers would say resting or rest is preparation for 怎么样怎么样. This is a pretty formal way to speak.
所以用那种 to 开头，然后后面接原形动词，这个就有点强调我为了做什么事情而去做什么事情，所以它就是比较正式的写法。
Relaxing is also essential. So find the things you love to do and do them more.
这边就比较口语的感觉哦。他说放松呢也是很重要的，所以去找到你喜欢做的事情，而且要多多做它。
Essential is a nice word. It means
important.
Required, important, something you have to do. When we say essential, it feels like if you don't do it, you could die. Required, if you don't do it, maybe you'll get in trouble with your teacher. So maybe using pencil on your test is required. It's not essential. You won't die if you use a blue pen, but your teacher doesn't want you to use a pen because what is it called? 立刻呆 or
white out.
White out is really ugly and it's hard to correct on. So.
Yeah, 所以老师这边讲到了，如果你是被要求做什么事情，比较像是 require， 但如果说 essential 是那种你好像不做你会有生命危险那种东西，就叫 essential。
Yeah, air is essential, food is essential, sleep is essential.
那精油叫 essential oil
Okay, so essential oil actually means when you squeeze the oil out of something, you get rid of the water, you don't have the plants. That's right. 你没有那个植物的那个 plant, 你只有那个油，你只有那个香味. So that essential actually means a little bit of a different word. It means it's just like the most important part.
所以它变成萃取的意思。
Yeah. Okay, let's continue here. If you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders and it's holding you down, find a way to take a break.
I feel like this sentence is talking to me. 我觉得这个句子在跟我说话哦。他说，如果你觉得全世界的重担都在你的肩上，然后让你停滞不前，那你就要找到一个休息的方法。
What's that Kodaline song? I don't remember. I'll think of it and I'll start singing it for us.
Okay.
When we have the weight of the world on your shoulders, you probably might think of the big statue of Atlas, the Greek god. He's not a god. He's a guy that got in trouble with the gods and they made him carry a big rock. And his name is Atlas, A-T-L-A-S, Atlas. When we have the weight of the world on our shoulders, we have so much pressure, we feel we can't move forward.
所以老师刚刚讲这个 Alice， 它是一个希腊神话里面的一个故事，反正它就是有点像是被惩罚嘛，
Yeah.
所以他就要背着一个很重的石头，感觉把整个宇宙背在肩上那种感觉。
And when something holds you down, it just means you feel really depressed, you feel very sad.
这个用法蛮好的 ，hold you down。很多的美国的歌曲里面好像歌词也有。
Yeah, you'll hear this phrase quite a lot. I agree. Just like the weight of the world on your shoulders, holding you down, very, very musical words.
蛮漂亮的啊。
Remember that you can always give up when you hit your limit and start over when you feel ready again.
结尾好 positive， 但还不是结尾。他说，其实要记住，你永远可以在你达到极限、想放弃的时候，然后在你就是达到极限时，就是突然间放弃休息一下，然后在你准备好的时候重新出发。
Codaline, Love is all you need? No, that's a Beatles. I'm still thinking of the song. Okay, so when we hit our limit, we can also say hit the wall. If you're a jogger or a runner, you know sometimes you feel so tired you can't run anymore. This is called to hit the wall. Wall just like behind us, 墙壁.
其实跟中文一样，我们有撞墙期。
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No wonder, I didn't know that. Thank you, teacher.
No problem.
So hit the wall, hit your limit, and you just take a break. I think everyone knows that. And it's sometimes hard to do because when you're mad that you're not growing and doing better, maybe you feel, I want to double down. Double down means to give extra effort, but that's not always the best. Well, let's take a break here. And when we come back, we got vocab review, and we'll wrap up. All right, friends, it's time for vocab review. Our first word today is a noun, an expectation.
期待的名词。
Number 2, to put somebody or something under great pressure.
让某人或某事暴露在那种压力很大的环境下。
Number 3 is our adjective, stressed.
代表是压力。
Number 4, we have our adverb, extremely.
极大的、极度的。
Number 5 is a verb, to give up.
放弃。
Number 6, we have our adjective, thoughtful.
那我们这边的 adjective thoughtful 其实就是谨慎思考，或者是你要说一个人很贴心也可以。
And the opposite is thoughtless.
相反词改成 less。
Very nice. And our next word is relaxing. This is our gerund.
那我们的动名词 relaxing 它是放松的意思。
And lastly, we have our noun, weight.
那这边的 weight 是名词，代表说你的重量、重担。
Now, that's all the time we have for today, but we'll be back with day 2 of some real world examples of people who said, you know what? I'm done. I'm going to take my break. And we are going to take our break now, but we'll be back with that day 2. Leave us a comment. Let us know if you think, when is the time you said, I need to stop? Let us know what you think. You can use English or Chinese. We're always happy to see those comments. For Enjoy English School, I'm Chris Gorski.
I'm Minnie.
And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.